Hi guys, I'm finally back for another tutorial for the rest of the song of Be Honest by Jason Mraz. You can also check out this video right here for the intro of this song. Anyways, before we get into this tutorial, this song is going to be in a drop D tuning. Okay, so usually what I like to do is I like to keep the chords and the picking pattern into a separate part of the video, but because for this song the picking pattern isn't always the same for each chord, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over chord and then show you the picking pattern for that chord and then move on to the next one. Okay, so the tutorial is gonna be in 3 parts. Part 1 being how most of the song is played, and then Part 3 is going to be the duet part with, I think her name is Inara George or something. And then Part 2 is going to be the transition between these 2 parts. Okay, so for Part 1, which is basically most of the song, I think there's going to be about 7 or 8 chords. And we're going to start off by this one. This is a D major chord. Okay, so what you do is you want to hold down the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string on the 7th fret with your index finger, and then you want your ring finger on the 5th string of the, that's the 9th fret. It just sounds something like this. Okay? And then for the 2nd chord, you just move your ring finger from the 5th string to the 6th string, same fret. The strumming pattern is like this. So your thumb is on the 6th string, your index on the 4th, middle on the 3rd, and ring on the 2nd. And then you pick all 4 strings. And then 6, 4, 3, 2 together. Okay? And then you go all the way to the 4th fret. First your index finger goes on the 4th fret, 5th string. Your middle finger goes on the 3rd string, 4th fret. Ring finger on the 4th string of the 5th fret, and your pinky on the 2nd string, 5th fret. It should sound something like this. Okay? The strumming pattern is like this. So you hit all 4 strings, the 5th, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd, and then 5th, 4th, 2nd, 3rd. Then, after that, you jump to a G7 chord, which is, okay, let's start on your ring finger on the 4th fret, 6th string, pinky on the 4th fret, 5th string, your middle finger on the 3rd string, 3rd fret, and then your index finger covers, the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd. Okay, this is a quick demonstration of the parts we went over. Okay, now we go to a B minor. I'll put a chord diagram somewhere around here. And for this chord, the strumming pattern is the same as the first 2 chords. All 4 strings, and then 5th, 4th, and then 3rd and 2nd together. And then next we go to a E7. Back to B minor. And then we go back to this chord, but this time the strumming pattern is going to be 5th, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd together. And then G7 again. Okay, so back to B minor again, and then E7 again. And then we go all the way to a E minor 7th. I forgot what this chord was called, but I'll have a diagram somewhere. After this chord, we go back to a D major right here, the first chord. But this time there's going to be a hammer on. Your middle finger is going to hammer on the 2nd string, 8th fret. So it's going to sound like this. Okay, and then back to E minor 7th. Okay, now, so what I mean by transition is, so after you play part 1, and right before you play the duet part, which is going to be part 3, he plays just one chord. And that's what I call a transition, but first I'm going to show you what it sounds like so that you could get an idea of what I mean. So after the last chord of part 1, this is the transition chord. It's a G minor 7th. Okay, so you put your ring finger on the 5th fret 6th string, and then you bar the 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st string with your index finger on the 3rd fret. So it should sound something like this. And the way he finger picks it is, so first you hit the 6th, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string all together, like that. And then the 6th, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd together. And then he puts his pinky on the 5th fret 1st string, and he strikes on the, say, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd string like that. Do one of those chucks or whatever you call it, and then wait. Hit the root note, the 6th string, and then the 1st string, lift your pinky up, and 1st string again. Okay, so put together. Now for part 3, I want you to watch the intro video because most of the chords, and I mean, it's mostly the same as the intro. So once you watch that, you'll probably be able to understand what I just showed you and you'll be able to play it. So please watch the intro video. For the ending, so on the last chord of part 1, this chord. So once you finish, you play the whole chord like this, and then go back to 2nd fret, 2nd string, 3rd string, so. And then go back to the first chord, D major, with your pinky on the first string 10th fret and just play the whole chord. Okay, so